Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. If you joined me on Friday, you learned how to make this beautiful belly band using that so detailed die. And I wrapped it around this card and told you that it would be part of my creative fold. So here is that card. It is called a Shutter Fun card, and it opens up like so to show your image. So let's get started, and I'll show you what I did to make that. I am using a piece of Sierra sand. This measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I need to score it at the 2 1/8 inch side. Now 2 1/8 on one side and 6 3/8 on the other. Hard for me to see the 6 3/8, and also if you're off just a hair, I find that when I make a shutter card, I would rather score this side nice and then just fold this one over to meet it. Then if you're off of a fraction of an inch, it's not going to matter. So I've got that. Then I've got two pieces of Designer Series paper. This is the Falling in Love Designer Series paper, which is in the Occasions catalog. You want to remember, I've already put adhesive on this one. You want to remember from now until March 31st, anytime you place a $50 order with me, you will receive a free celebration set. So you want to check that out over at my blog, StampingWithLinda.com. So that is how I did the shutter with that paper. What I have is two pieces of Sierra sand, and what I have already done, these measure 3.5 by 4 inch, and along the 4 inch side, the long side, I scored each one at 1/2 inch. Then what I did was, I'm going to bring in a sheet that I have here. So this is the 3.5 inches by 4, scored it at 1/2. Then I measured 1 3/4 inches in and 2 inches up, made a dot, and cut these triangles. That will be part of the shutter. You do need to cut off about 1/2 inch of that point, so I'm just going to put it in my personal trimmer and cut off so that I have a blunt edge. That way they'll fit into your card nicely. That and that. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a piece of cardstock. Again, it's the Sierra sand, and I have put that Falling in Love Designer Series paper on it. This measures 3 inches by 5 3/8. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, and what I need to do is I need to cut the opening for the greeting. Now, I'm going to put adhesive on the top and the bottom. So I am going to be using the scallop circles, which is from the layering circles, and I want to bring it down far enough so when I put my dimensions on here, I have enough room for that shutter to move back and forth. So I've got that. I'm going to run that through the Big Shot. Now you can use any opening that you want. I just chose to use that layering circles, which has the pretty scallops. So you can set this aside, use it for something else, whatever you want. I took another one of those oval or those circles and cut that out. I am going to use a stamp from this bundle. Again, the bundle is with the So Detailed, and it has the So in Love stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp the Just For You. I'm going to go back in to my shutter pieces that I cut, and I want to work that back and forth. going to bring in the piece that I cut the oval on, and I'm going to just put dimensionals in the 4 corners. And this is going to be put in the middle of your card. So you're just going to kind of eyeball that in the middle. And then what happens is you want your shutter pieces to overlap on the inside. So we're just going to put them like so. One will go on top and one will go on the bottom. And we're going to place them inside of that circle we cut out. I'm going to kind of slide them out a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use tear and tape. Because that is moving back and forth, I want to make sure that I've got a strong bond. Like so. Then I'm going to remove that tear and tape. Well, I can get it to release. There we go. On both pieces. You know, first I'm just going to do the one. So I know that I want it right about there. I want to line it up with the edge of my card. Then I'm just going to turn that gatefold over like so and rub it back and forth. So there I have the one side already sealed. Now I'm going to go in here and do the same thing. Want to make sure that, yep, they look pretty even. Going to remove that tear and tape, line them up again, pull in so the edge of our shutter is right on that score line, and then we're going to close our card down on it. And so there we have our opening. Working nice back and forth. Going to go ahead and take some adhesive. Again, I find that the Tomboy glue works best, but excuse me, so that I can move it back and forth within that opening. And if I get some glue, it will dry and won't give me a problem. So I'm going to just lift that up and put that in like so. Again, if you use your adhesive, it makes it harder to move it around. So I've got that. I'm going to pull that up a little bit. Well, I'm all thumbs here. It is easier than what I am making it look like. There. So we've got our greeting in there. Now we're going to go back to that belly band. I want to add some little design to that belly band. So we're going to put that belly band on. And what I have already done is use the Dragonfly Thinlits, use that Sierra sand, and gold foil. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and use that Tomboy, just going to put it on the dragonfly's body. I think I'm going to pull that up. Well, if I can get a hold of it. Here we go. Just a little bit down the side. Go ahead and add my gold foil to that. Kind of fold my wings up like so, so that it looks like my butterfly is flying off my card. Going to add a dimensional and then just put it right on that belly band like so. Isn't it just elegant? Hope you've enjoyed today's Creative Fold. And remember, free item for every $50 you spend from now until March 31st. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you real soon.